sodium pentothal, known commonly as truth serum.
I saw Abed's name in the hospital school files. I love butt stuff. I hate spiders. I use comparisons to Hitler to win arguments on the internet at the drop of a hat.
I thought he was an actor. Thought he was a fucking joke. When I wrote them fucking notes, everything I do is dope. I hope you niggas overdose.
Like, people bring their kids and stuff like that, and they'll be like, oh, he's gonna do Troy and Abed. And I'm just like, dicks.
Few creatives in the entertainment industry are able to show the range of Donald Glover, the actor, comedian, rapper, writer, and director. That's the special thing about him. We live in a world filled with labels. You're either an actor or a musician or a producer, or possibly, if you're lucky or talented or frankly famous enough, you might be able to hold a couple of labels. We live in a world that loves to categorize people and pigeonhole them. Kanye West has often voiced his frustrations with not being accepted in the fashion industry, for example.
Nike, Google. Now who's gonna be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more?
Donald Glover, or Childish Gambino as he's known in the rap world, has established himself as an anomaly by doing the unthinkable. He's gained ultimate power. And I mean that just as it sounds. It is every creative's dream to be granted access to do just about anything you want. And Donald Glover not only does everything, he pushes the boundaries of every medium he touches. In his chameleon-like nature, he does more than only blend in. He changes the color around him. The concept of power is at the core of what Donald Glover values as an artist. He'll tell you that himself in interviews.
Like, people, it was weird. I wasn't misquoted. I definitely said it, but I said it the other day. I was like, I'm in it for the power. Like, I said that in a Village Voice piece. And I saw some people be like, power? That's kind of weird to say. Like, I was like, but what people, when black guys in rap videos talk about how much money they have, they're really talking about power, which makes you, quote unquote, less black, because you think you can do whatever you want. He's just like, I just want to do whatever I want.
Power for Donald Glover is creative freedom, but that's not only limited to having the ability to rap and act. No, power for Donald Glover is more. In songs like That Power off of his debut album, Camp, Gambino raps about his artistic arc and his need for creative freedom and validation with lines like, I am what I am, everything I want to be, or
how many gold plaques you want inside your dining room? I said I want a full house. They said you got it, dude.
Donald Glover openly and repeatedly states his ambitions in this song, and many parts of his Camp album contain themes such as success, being an outcast, and open honesty.
When people say street cred, what they mean is, like, you're not lying. Like, they'll say, like, somebody's like, oh yeah, I killed a dude. It's like, are you lying? Are you just saying that? Like, it's just like, that's what made 50 Cent big when he came out. He was like, he had been shot 8 times, and you could see the scars. And I've never killed anybody or shot anyone or been shot, but I did work for Tina Fey, and I rap about it.
Honesty above all else is the driving force behind Glover's expression. You can hear it in both his comedy and his music. Atlanta goes about honesty in the way it sets up surreal scenarios. For example, in the episode BAN written by Glover, we see the rapper Paperboy interviewed as topics such as political correctness, toxicity in black culture, and transition are addressed.
How's your life been since we last saw you?
It's pretty good. I just came back from Charleston, South Carolina. Beautiful. I was checking out some cheap art spaces for me and a friend that I made up.
Wait, I'm sorry. Yo, this is dumb. Like, this is dumb.
This episode openly plays with the different concepts it brings forth in a way that is much bolder and realer than we usually see from comedies. In Glover's music, we see honesty be the driving force of nearly every subject matter as Childish Gambino raps and sings about himself, his self-doubt, his flaws, and many other personal topics that are not often heard in rap music. The song The Last from his Cul-de-sac mixtape encompasses the honesty within Glover's music.
And this next part sounds like nonsense, but I swear to God, Tina Fey gave me confidence. Taught me everything that is good comes from honesty. Everybody's got a voice, you just gotta follow
So
it.
Glover sees power in freedom, and there is freedom in honesty. He also openly expresses in his music and interviews that he wants to be the best at what he does. But what does that mean when you want to do everything? His repeated outward expression of the need for power is reflective of what would eventually become acceptance from the industry and fans that Donald Glover does indeed have that power. We went from 2011 Donald Glover, who played the role of Troy in Community, performed stand-up comedy, and rapped about Asian girls, to current Donald Glover, who created an award-winning comedy series in Atlanta, recently put out a contemporary psychedelic soul album, and is about to be Lando Calrissian in Star Wars. This dynamic shift, this tale of two Donalds, this ability to be anything and everything at once, displays the power that Donald Glover possesses. The power of Donald Glover can be summed up in one term: Spider-Man.
I just want to do whatever I want. I don't want people to second guess me or be like, I want in 2 years for people to be like, how dare we not have made him Spider-Man? like seriously.
They were talking about on this geek blog about, making Spider-Man, they're redoing it. And then somebody put a big picture of me in the comments. It was like, Donald Glover can play Spider-Man. He's nerdy. And I was like, okay. And somebody sent that to me, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll put that up. So I put it up on my Twitter, and I was like, oh, Donald for Spider-Man, let's do this. The world went crazy. And half the world was like, Donald for Spider-Man. We're only gonna watch the next Spider-Man and Donald Glover's playing Peter Parker. And the other half was like, he's black, kill him!
I guess it all goes somewhere, you know that? Like that bullshit you talked before cul-de-sac. I didn't know we had it in them. Couldn't see me as Spider-Man, but now I'm spitting venom.
But the thing that got me, there was this one letter, and it was written really nice. Obviously the guy was like trying not to ruffle any feathers, but he legit felt like, he was like, listen, the thing about it is there's no black kids like Peter Parker. And that infuriated me. Like I couldn't handle it, because I was like, it's fucking 2011 and you don't think there's a black kid who lives with his aunt in Queens who likes science? Like, it's just like, who takes photography? Like, it's like, I just couldn't, it was just made me so mad.
So you're not dead? I'm not what now? Okay, don't freak out. Huh? My name is Miles Morales, and I'm Spider-Man.
The easy thing to do would be to tie the concept of Donald Glover wanting power to the irony of him then gaining superpowers by becoming Spider-Man. Another easy thing to do would then to circle back around and show that Spider-Man really represents the power that Donald Glover has been in search for the whole time. There are a lot of ways to address the fact that Donald Glover seems to be able to do anything he wants, but the easiest way to tie this all together is with the foregone conclusion from everything stated. There is power in honesty. Donald Glover has the power to do whatever he wants. That's why both black and white people love him. That's why nerds and people from the hood rock with him. That's why we've had moments where he's made us laugh, feel, think, and dance. Donald Glover has established himself as an anomaly because he's gained ultimate power. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Your guys' support is so appreciated. Every Friday, remember that we have a new video essay right here on OKBeast, so if you can, like and subscribe to stay updated. Comment and let us know your favorite thing about Donald Glover. My name is Blessing. You can find me, of course, on Twitter at Blessing Jr. You can find OKBeast on Twitter at OKBeastNow. Remember to visit OKBeast.com for nerdy podcasts, game reviews, opinion pieces, and more.